back on the road riding solo again after a most memorable week crossing North Dakota with my friend Steve. On this morning, I start from the capital city of Pierre, South Dakota, planning on reaching the town of Kadoka by day's end. My plan in the coming days is to crank as many miles as possible in a southwestern direction towards Denver, Colorado. The winter weather is soon approaching. I am dead set on crossing the Rocky Mountains through some of the highest roads in the country by way of Denver, so I need to get there as soon as possible before a few of these passes close for the winter. To Denver, I first have to get through the states of South Dakota and Nebraska, but for now I'm perfectly content with more of the beauty the Dakotas have to offer, enjoying this day's early morning calm winds and rolling hills with insane scenery all around. The traffic is low and the shoulder is roomy, so I put on my headphones and start pedaling west on US Route 14. I haven't done the count as to how many states I've ridden through yet in the last 2 years. I think it's over 30, and I can safely say that the people of the Dakotas are unique in the level of kindness that they share with each other and with me. I have been shown kindness everywhere I go, all the towns, the cities. It's represented a lot of the time, I believe, on the road, because there's not a car or a trucker or anybody who you wave to that will not wave back. And oftentimes I'm late at waving and they wave at me first. It's just a symbolic gesture that represents the beauty of the people of the Dakotas, both in North and South Dakota. I have been really touched by these two states, and then you add the beauty of the landscape. It's a cyclist destination. I know it's windy and it gets a rep for it, but if you can handle difficult wind at times, I would put this one down as one of the places to come visit. It doesn't even matter where you go. It doesn't matter what road you take, whether it's gravel or paved, you're just gonna be seeing eye candy the whole way. The road I'm on, US Route 14, runs east to west from Chicago, Illinois, all the way to the east entrance of Yellowstone National Park just west of the town of Cody, Wyoming. This 1,398-mile route is one of the original highways of the country, built back in 1926, running through the 5 states of Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota, South Dakota, and Wyoming. It was originally called the Black and Yellow Trail, as it allowed drivers to reach the Black Hills of South Dakota and Yellowstone National Park, the first of its kind being established in 1872. Having the best day. Scenic byway right here. Woo! It's like going back in time, sort of. Here's my first Milo field. It's got a distinct color that's really beautiful, like orangey red. It also signifies that this land is really arid. They can't really plant corn and soybeans easily. Milo is super drought resistant, and it'll be grown from here west quite a bit. That and sunflowers. Unreal scenery. Just having the best time. Woo! Let's go! Another historic route in the state of South Dakota is the Deadwood Trail, which was created in 1876 for the purpose of connecting the steamboat docks on the Missouri River at Pierre to the town of Deadwood, South Dakota and the Black Hills. By way of oxen-drawn wagons, travelers endure this grueling 15-day and 200-mile trail for the purpose of enriching themselves with the newly found deposits of gold in the Sioux Reservation's Black Hills.
Even though these prospectors were trespassing Native American land, they still came in large numbers and started a major conflict between the United States government and the Sioux Reservation, which is currently still unresolved.
I got some pronghorn, the first ones I've seen so far. There's actually bunches of them ahead of me.
Being the fastest land animal in the Western Hemisphere, the pronghorn is indigenous to the interior western and central region of North America. This mammal has the capacity of racing across the plains at speeds of 35 miles per hour for 4 miles and as fast as 55 for a distance of half a mile. A few other interesting facts of pronghorn are their inability to jump and having its closest relative be the giraffe. West of the Missouri River, the state of South Dakota is known as West River and is where most of the state's cattle ranching takes place. Out of all the states I've crossed in the United States, I've never seen the vastness that cattle have to roam around in as I do here. Seems to me that these farm animals have some of the best lives possible of any.
Getting going early today was a winner. I'm 39 miles in, and about half an hour ago to an hour ago it started blowing pretty good out of the northwest, which is at my 11 o'clock, or at my 1 o'clock right here on my right in front of me. But I only have 4 miles or 3, and I'm gonna make a left turn south to get down to Kadoka, or closer to Kadoka, and then I'll turn west again and finish it off. But it's really good timing for that. All I gotta do is battle this headwind a little bit more. But there is nothing out here. I thought there was gonna be a convenience store back there, and I was doubtful, so I've been conserving my water appropriately just in case there wasn't, and every window had a keep out sign that I could see. There was nothing, and there's nothing until another 50 miles, I think, or yeah. So I gotta conserve, and thankfully it's a cool day and sort of moist. You can tell by the moisture in the air and the clouds, and I'm not needing to drink that much water. I got snacks and food too, so all I gotta do is keep on pedaling. I'm almost to the turn. It's been a beautiful morning, and I'm about to turn left and go downwind for 40 miles or so. It's gonna feel really good. Yes! Woo! That was a great feeling right there. You could feel it right away. I really have not felt a lot of tailwinds this year. It's not that I'm not aware of the fact that going east to west across the United States is more challenging because of the wind being predominantly from the west. But this year, I mean, it's just no matter which way I turn, it just seems like that wind is turning with me, into me. And I look at the forecast ahead because I'm gonna have to go straight south to Colorado, to Denver, and I was pretty much planning that I would have a northwest wind to push me along, and sure enough, I look at the forecast ahead and it's all south, southeast, southwest. So I'm gonna have headwinds going all the way to Colorado most likely, but that could change. I still got a few days to figure that one out. Let's go. Downwind it is for 40 miles. Going 21 miles an hour pretty much on a very minimal low grade decline. What a feeling. I feel like I've been just pushing against it all the time.
Nothing like screaming at high speeds on some smooth pavement with low traffic and a strong tailwind. I take advantage of this rare opportunity and put down some easy miles as fast as I can so as to avoid getting to Kadoka in the dark. On the way I enjoy watching herds of cattle in the field taking it easy on this nice cool weather and start noticing the spectacle of cottonwood trees turning into their fall yellow color. The only town on this stretch of road is Midland, where I was fortunate to find a gas station offering food and much needed water to refill my bottles. Fill up the water bottles and eat a sandwich before getting back on the saddle and continuing on. To get to Kadoka, I leave US Route 14 taking a left turn to the south on South Dakota's Highway 63. The steady flow of fantastic scenery continues on, and after a few miles I get my first glance at the badlands from a high spot on this road.
I see the badlands up ahead. I don't have time to go in there this year. I went last year, but if I had the time I would absolutely go back to the badlands and spend a day riding through it. Wow, what a special place that is. And I see the highway, so I'm close to taking a right turn on the highway, and from there it's 18 miles to Kadoka, probably 3 miles to the highway, and I'm at 75 miles. So it'll be like a almost 100-mile day today. Easier than I thought because of this wind, so it could have been a lot more challenging.
With the help of this tailwind, I quickly reached the museum village and cultural center called 1880 Town. This attraction offers visitors a glimpse of the Old West with as many as 30 historical buildings and a multitude of memorabilia. Not having much time to spare, I keep on riding under Interstate 90 and taking a right turn westbound on its frontage road, South Dakota 248.
All right, 18 miles to Kadoka. Let's do it. Finish this day. I'm at 78 right now. Got a little bit more work to do. Six miles to Kadoka. I see the water tower.
What an awesome day I had. The scenery, cool weather, friendly wind, and shady skies made for this close to 100-mile day be a spectacular one. I've cycled through Kadoka before and know of its lack of camping options, so I find the same motel I stayed at before. I'm in need of some rest before continuing on the next day towards the Nebraska border, where I look forward to riding through the Pine Ridge Native American Reservation.